and base slap. I can live with that. Fucking barely. Spring break. 2000, and I'm getting so old that I don't even want to remember. What I do remember, however, is that it was 2000 and the year that the Harlem Shake came out, which basically had everybody acting like they were 10-year-olds high on edibles. But I digress. The Harlem Shake was booming like Bitcoin before people realized that you can't hodl to the moon. You need a spaceship for that shit. You need Elon Musk on your speed dial for that shit. I wish that I could hodl to a promotion, but apparently I gotta meet deadlines and exceed expectations. So, yes, that's never happening. So I land with my boys in Cancun, and we're walking through security, singing the Harlem Shake. Actually, Alexa, play the Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake by Bella from Spotify.
That part at the beginning, where she says "Con los terroristas," that's the shit that we were singing when we were walking through the security. We got out here like fucking "Con los terroristas." Didn't really think that through, since that actually translates into hanging with terrorists. We're gonna fast forward to the 4th day, when we all wake up, surprised that we're not in a hospital or that we're not exiting a blackout, standing in a drive-thru at a McDonald's. My homie, he hits me up and tells me, "Nick, let's go and check out the local market. I want to buy a poncho." And he wants to get to this local market and wants to buy this authentic, beautiful poncho. That's what he has his mindset on. But we all know that the only thing that's going to be authentic that he's actually going to get is food poisoning and lies. Obviously, I'm down. I want to see my friend try to haggle for an authentic poncho that is made in China. So we exit the hotel, jump on a little bus, local transit, you know, get to sit with the natives. This bus feels like it's going to blow up any second. We finally get to the local market, right? Step on out, soak in the air, feel the vibe. I'm like, this is actually not that bad. I'm hyped. Once we get inside, it is rows on rows, ropes hanging from building to building. And there's dividers that are basically just blankets that they throw over these ropes. Between the two blankets, in each section, people have just set up shop. So I'm standing there, I'm taking in the beautiful ambiance. But then my stomach starts to growl a little bit. So I go, ooh, maybe we should get a little bit of snack in our system. I walk around the neighborhood, I walk through the local markets, try to find somebody that can deliver an exquisite little treat. I see this old grandma hunching out from the side of the building. Her own kitchen window. That's where she's hanging out from. I move on over. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I try to communicate with her, not going too well, but she understands when I go, you want to have the best shark tacos you ever had in your entire life? You fly to Cancun, and you look for Mrs. I have no idea what her name was actually, so I don't know where I'm going with that part, but if you see a grandma hanging out from the window, go up to her because she's probably gonna have some fire-ass taco. Now that we finally have some food in our bellies, we start to venture out, trying to find this one poncho that's going to be perfect for my friend. Eventually, he sees something. Guys, I think I have something. This way. Entering this little booth, little man, tiny Mexican guy, approaches us, says, "Welcome to my shop. What do you want?" Friend tells us, "I want a poncho." The man says, "No problem, I got you, over here." So, when my friend goes over there and check out the ponchos, I'm just standing around, happy that I got the best shark tacos of my life. The gentleman comes over to me, "Senor, what can I get you?" I say, "I'm fine." Looks at me and goes, "I know what I can get you. Un sombrero." I go, "No." "You want that poncho like your friend?" I go, "No, I'm fine." "You want an iguana?" I'm like, "No." Well, then he turns around. The thing is this, he's been sitting this entire time on this tiny little wooden crate. He lifts up the crate, and inside of it is, I'm not lying to you, bricks in Mexican newspaper, like it just arrived from the fucking jungle this morning. "You want cocaine?" My dude! My head is pounding like Thanos just snapped his fingers and I'm about to disappear from the universe. What am I gonna do with a kilo of cocaine? I mean, who do I look like? White boy Rick? "Okay, my friend." Shuts down the little wooden crate that he's been sitting on, looks around again and he goes, "You want my wife?" "Bro, you got to chill." What? What? This story is going to require a little bit of assistance. Tastes like sucking on a cactus. If the cactus was made of battery acid. This was the moment that I realized and remembered, I'm working on a screenplay right now. And in this screenplay, there's a character who buys fake Rolex watches. I figured this is the perfect opportunity to go into this character and live him, see him, breathe it, feel the environment, and then take that back and make the sickest fucking screenplay I've ever seen in my entire life. So what do? I'm like, "My dude, I don't want your wife, I don't want cocaine. Got some fake Rolex watches?" "No." And he's like, "Fam, come with me." So the man walks me behind the blanket, poof, knocks it over, takes me inside, right? And we go behind all the blankets. There's this kind of hidden section And I realized, damn, this is like entering the dark web. Is this how that feels like? Walking down this aisle, behind all the tourist bullshit, and we get to this area. It's a little bit, off section. You see some tourists, but those are the people that are here buying the real shit. We walk up 3 short steps. What looks to be an abandoned old food store has now been turned into this outdoors, pharmacy. There was this one guy behind one counter with no roof, and on the wall there was pills on pills on pills on pills. But you know what I'm here for? I'm here for that Rolex.
Rollie with a dapper wrist. I already got some designer to hold on my pants.
So I step up to the counter, right? Meanwhile, my man from the other booth runs over to this new guy that's standing behind this counter and tells him something in Spanish. Obviously, go get the Rolex watches. Diddly diddly, they come back, got this box out. He opens it up. I look down, sure as shit, 5 Rolex watches. But also, sure as shit, they look like shit. That's the issue. So of course I'm gonna inspect the watches. I take them up, I look at them, I turn them around, I listen to them, I bite on them. I'm doing all these different things, but I realize that it's not enough. I need to understand the conversation that's going to go down between the buyer and the seller. So I hit the guys, and I'm like, listen, this is not good. Who supplies you? Who builds this for you? Because I need this to be of a higher standard of quality for my purchasers back in the United States. I'm going deep with it. I'm trying to become my character. I'm trying to figure out exactly all these details. The issue by doing all of this is that I sound like a fucking DEA agent. These guys are not fucking with me at all. We are not fam anymore. I am not the black sheep of the family. I'm not the redheaded stepchild. I'm not any kind of family. I'm some sort of unwelcome guest that just stumbled on in during Christmas dinner and was like, yo, where the fucking turkey at? And somebody was like, it ain't Thanksgiving, bitch. Who is you? Get the fuck out of our house. The guy behind the counter, he's not vibing with this at all. So he slowly pulls up his shirt, and in there, tucked neatly, like a little baby kangaroo in the pouch of a mama kangaroo, is a little Smith & Wesson. It's a little Glock. I mean, I don't know any type of models. I'm just throwing out a bunch of shit here because the only thing I know is that it was a fucking gun. Funny enough, is that I've never been more certain about anything in my entire life. I was so sure that I'm not dying here. I'm not getting shot by this random dude in the back alleys of some fucking Cancun local market. If you were to read the story about your life, how would it end? Mine did not end with got shot down trying to buy fake Rolex watches while acting as a character in the screenplay he was writing in Cancun, Mexico during spring break. That's not how that was gonna go. I looked at a guy. I looked at his piece, I looked at the box of watches, I looked around, the entire thing just seemed absurd. I shrugged my shoulders. I smiled at it. I said, no problem. If you don't want to sell, I don't have to buy. We're good. Backed off, moved out. In the end, they had probably assumed that I was just another drunk and hungover college student and not the youngest DEA agent who has ever been nominated for Best Leading Actor at the Academy Awards. As always, it's a pleasure to give you guys a little another story. Hope that your weekend is going to be beautiful. To my Mayhem Monsters, if you like this video, as always, subscribe, hit a like button, share this with somebody, anybody, I don't care. Also, of course, don't forget to buy my book. But not the right side. There you go. Link is going to be in the descriptions. You can buy this little thing. Why don't we get a little sample of what you're going to get if you buy this. I hate moving. I don't care if I get paid by a friend and if it's buying me beer or pizza or weed. Moving is still about as sad as the time I got a black eye from masturbating. If you got any questions about my story, leave them in the comment section below. I will always answer. Why don't you guys tell me if you ever had a weird encounter like that on spring break or any of the other trips in your life. Your boy is officially out. Dr. Savage, paging Dr. Savage.